Welcome back, guys, to our playthrough of Pokemon FireRed. In this very special episode, I'm going to show you how to obtain the event-exclusive item, the Mystic Ticket, which will allow you to ferry across the waters from Vermillion to Navel Rock, where you'll be able to encounter Ho-Oh and Lugia. Now, there's a lot of stuff we have to talk about regarding this whole process, so please watch this video in its entirety, pay close attention to the instructions, and read the description box before you ask any questions in the comments. Chances are I'm probably already going to answer your question. If you take a look in the description box, you'll find the answer there. Now, the first thing you need to know is that in order to get the Mystic Ticket, you have to enter in 5 different codes through the action replay process or GameShark process in order to get it. This is a little bit different than some of my previous methods of obtaining event-exclusive items, and I don't really like this method very much compared to the others, the things that we did for like Pokemon Emerald and running into all those legendaries. If you've seen that playlist and playthrough that I've done, you'll know how I've elaborated and explained all that. Things are different for this game. FireRed and LeafGreen are very different in how you obtain these event items, and it's a little broken and I don't really like it, so that's why I wanted to explain as much as possible here and cover all the bases. Now, in Emerald, the counterpart to FireRed and LeafGreen for Gen 3, you can encounter a guy in a green suit who will give you a special exclusive event item that will allow you to travel to different locations and run into these legendary or mythical Pokemon. In FireRed and LeafGreen, it's a little bit different. There isn't really a way for us to do that. The way the event was distributed is not the same, so you're not going to run into a guy in a green suit here. What we're going to do is we're going to enter in 5 different codes, and we're going to talk to the cashier at the Pokemart, any Pokemart, anywhere, and we're going to buy a Mystic Ticket for $0, which is really broken. I don't really like that. It makes the whole method seem super illegitimate, but once you do get that, you'll be able to go from Vermillion City, that port there, talk to the sailor, and he'll take you to Navel Rock. From that point forward, you will be able to encounter a legitimate and Ho-Oh Lugia. Even though the method in which we obtained the Mystic Ticket and triggered the event is illegitimate because it's no longer available, that event is dead, those Pokemon are considered legit. So whether or not you're playing this through emulation or if you're playing this on a handheld device, the Ho-Oh and Lugia you have are legitimate. They're not hacks, so you're good to go there. Now, let's get on with the code stuff. So, of the 5 codes, you're going to have to enter in a master code for your version of the game, whether it's FireRed or LeafGreen. Obviously, we're playing FireRed, so that's the one that we're going to use, but I will include the LeafGreen code down below in the description box, just in case you happen to be playing that version of the game. Okay, that's code 1. Code number 2 is the Dma Code. That is the Designated Market Area Code. What that means is that during the time of the event distribution, there are different versions of the game in different regions of the world, like Japan or Europe or USA, whatever, and they had codes specific to those versions of the game. For example, I'm a citizen of the USA, and I'm speaking English. You're watching this video, presumably you speak English as well, therefore I'm going to assume that you are playing a USA version of the game. If I was to take a DMA code from Japan or Europe, it wouldn't work. So I'm going to include in the description box the DMA code for the USA version of the game as well. Okay, the third code we're going to go ahead and enter in is the shop code. That's going to alter some of the things that we do inside the Pokemart here in a moment. The fourth code is the Mystic Ticket code. It's going to allow us to purchase a Mystic Ticket for $0 from the cashier inside the Pokemart. Now, you can do this from any Pokemart. It doesn't matter where. I'm in Vermillion City. I could be in Vermillion. I could be anywhere, but this is where I'm at. So, okay. And the 5th and final code. So we have Master Code, the DMA code, the Shop code, the Mystic Ticket code, and the 5th and final code is the sailor noticing that you have the Mystic Ticket in the first place. So that's basically the event code. When you enter in cheat codes in your game for event-exclusive items, there's usually at least 2 codes that go along with it. The item that you need to obtain and to trigger the actual event. If you were to skip and cut corners on this, you could enter in the Mystic Ticket code, get the Mystic Ticket, but the sailor won't notice that you actually have it, and therefore you're not able to trigger the event. So again, Master Code, the DMA code, the Shop code, the Mystic Ticket code, and the event code so the sailor notices that you have it. All that and more is in the description box below, so please read that before asking any questions. The next thing you're going to do is just go into the Pokemart of your choice after you've entered in all those codes. And again, to reiterate, you can go ahead and do this on a GameShark or Action Replay on a physical device or through emulation. And if you're using Visual Boy Advance, which you probably are because it's like the best emulator out there for FireRed and or LeafGreen, then you're just going to go up to Tools, Cheats, and enter in the codes that you see in the description box below. There is no button combination to trigger the event. Sometimes you have to hit like Start and Up, Start and Select, Select and Start, L and R, like a combination of buttons to make it so the codes actually like click on. That's not the case. Enter in the codes, walk inside the Pokemart just like I did, and you can talk to this guy. He'll say his typical greeting, and then the Mystic Ticket is here for $0. Okay, you're going to go ahead and just buy one. It doesn't really matter. Okay. All right. There we go. Now, we have all 5 codes entered in already. I'm not going to show you how to do that. You should already know if you're following my methods. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and fly directly to Vermillion City from wherever we are. Now, the other big thing is to note, maybe I should have led with this, but if you're at this point in the game, you should already have access to the Sevii Islands. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to travel anywhere. You should also have the National PokeDex. If you don't have those 2 specific things in the game, then you're not going to be able to move forward with this. So again, before we talk to the sailor, this is what you need to do. Read my description box, grab the 5 different codes, enter them in any order, it doesn't matter, but just enter them in so you have them. Okay, go into the Pokemart, get the Mystic Ticket, make sure that you have the National PokeDex, make sure that you have access to the Sevii Islands. Once you have access to that, then you can follow this pier and talk to the sailor. Like so. Oh, that's a Mystic Ticket. Now that is rare. We'll be happy to take you to Navel Rock anytime. Would you like to board Sea Gallop Ferry? Yes. You'll see how I have an option between Sevii Islands and Navel Rock. We're going to choose Navel Rock and get us directly there. All right, so we are here now. At this point, it shouldn't be needed to be stated, I guess, but you better have a ton of Ultra Balls, or if you want to use a Master Ball, that's up to you. I recommend using the Master Ball for the roaming dogs from Johto. Depending on your version, or whatever starter you picked, you have at least one of them running around. Use a Master Ball and catch them, so that way you have them for sure, because it'll be easier to use the Ultra Balls on Pokemon that don't flee, such as Mewtwo, Ho-Oh, Lugia, etc. Okay, so now we're here. There's not, I don't want to call it a puzzle, but there is a bit of a process here. Once you go inside, you're going to go straight up. There's a path to the left. Well, actually, we're going to go through here first, I guess. Just follow the ladders. Okay. Right here, there's a path to the left. Ignore that, because it takes you to a dead end. There's a path to the right. Ignore that. It's a dead end as well. And then you have... not really a fork in the road, but you have 2 choices, really. I guess a fork. Okay, to the left is going to be your encounter for Ho-Oh. To the right is going to be your encounter for Lugia. In this episode, we're going to focus on Ho-Oh, so we're going to go to the left. Now, there's a little bit of a key difference in the encounter here with Ho-Oh and Lugia. So, if you watched the last episode of the playthrough and you saw our encounter with Lugia, you'll know that you can walk right up to Lugia and save it. Okay, with Ho-Oh, it's not the same. You actually run into a little bit of an animation at the top of the stairs, so I wouldn't risk going any further than this before you save it. I'd probably save it right here, just to be on the safe side. Okay, we'll save that. Yes, yes. Perfect. And then once you walk up at the top here, an animation takes over and you can see Ho-Oh flying off in the distance, and he'll come in and attack. You do not have a chance to save it right here. It automatically jumps into the encounter. So save it before you get to the top of the stairs. Now, Ho-Oh mirrors Lugia in terms of its abilities. So if you watch the last episode and playthrough, you'll know that Lugia has 4 key attacks. Rain Dance to boost water-type moves. Hydro Pump, which has 5 power points. Recover, which fills up such a big chunk of health. It's kind of a dirty attack, honestly. And Swift. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and throw Kingdra out here. Ho-Oh, on the other hand, knows Recover as well. He knows Sunny Day to boost its fire-type moves, and Fire Blast, 5 power points on that, and Swift as well. So elemental opposites in that way, but just keep in mind that you're going to have to plan accordingly. You have tons of Ultra Balls, use the right types of attacks, etc., etc. We're going to use Water Gun as the weakest attack that I've got. I'm going to try and bring him down to maybe... in the red, actually. I think I probably will switch over to Raichu just to blast with a Paralysis. It might not be a bad idea, as Ho-Oh is a fire and flying type Pokemon, which means that he'll still be able to take some major damage from Thundershock. So maybe we'll do that too. Let's do that as well. Raichu, you're going to go out now. Just recover right away. I'm not sure if Thunderbolt is going to be so strong that it'll KO this guy, so I'm kind of nervous about it. But I'm going to try it anyway. We'll do Thunder Wave first. Paralyze him. And then smack him with a Thunderbolt, and then see if that's enough to bring him in the red. I'm assuming he'll be able to take it. Not too worried about Swift. About 40 some odd damage. It's fine. I'm going to try Thunderbolt now. Nice. It's a pretty big chunk of his health gone down there. And then we're going to use Quick Attack to whittle him down a little bit more. He'll probably use Recover, so we have Thundershock to back us up, but I might just stick with Quick Attack just because it doesn't have any sort of attack bonuses. Ah, dang, I could do one more. Should I? Crap, I'm nervous about it now. I'm going to go ahead and try an Ultra Ball, actually. Up and B. Oh, we got it! I think it's the first legendary of the game that I caught on the first ball. Awesome. Cool, so we got that. The Rainbow Pokemon. A legend says that its body glows in 7 colors. A rainbow is said to form behind it when it flies. Alright. Nope. Cool. Alright. And I believe there is... If you use the item finder, you can find like a Sacred Ash over here as well. I never use the item finder, I don't care, but just look around for it, you'll find it. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching this episode of our playthrough. Hopefully you found this useful in capturing Ho-Oh. If you saw the last episode in the playthrough, hopefully that was useful in capturing Lugia. You should have them both now. I want to break it up into 2 different videos so we can focus on each, but, you know, pick your poison and go after one or both or whatever you want to do. But before you go, though, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you have any feedback for me, leave in the comments section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, I appreciate your time, and I'll see you next when we continue on with our playthrough right here on the Marcanine channel with new episodes debuting daily at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, take care, be well. See you later.